Hi, this is LJ Bothell with Microsoft Outlook 2013, and this is a short video to briefly discuss Outlook's journal and notes capabilities. Now, the thing to keep in mind is that apparently Microsoft has been trying to phase out the journal capability since the 2010 version. Why? Mainly because there are now so many really robust contact management tools and tracking tools that companies are using instead. So while Microsoft Outlook is a very robust program in its own right, with task management and journals and notes as well as your contact lists and such, it's really good if you're a person who's using it as an administrative assistant for contacts within your own company for your own personal use. But if you're actually a sales representative, a real estate agent, someone who's trying to manage dozens to hundreds to sometimes even thousands of contacts between companies and LinkedIn and business cards and so on, you're probably going to have moved to something else where you're focused on a real contact management tool that looks at how much time you spend with contacts and allows you to put tons and tons of personalized information in. As a result, Microsoft has really been depreciating a couple of these tools. As also, what you're going to find is you're going to have trouble finding Journal in the first place. If we're here in our Home tab for Outlook, this is for our email. We know we can find the calendar, we can find the task manager, and on these little dots we can find notes. Notes can still be useful if you want to put notes on your desktop. And there are a lot of people who, as they're moving through versions of Microsoft Outlook, will have collected loads of notes and they'll want to figure out something else to do with them. I will see if I could find some information about how you can, in fact, transition your Microsoft Outlook notes over to OneNote, which is a really great now notebook tool that Microsoft has created so you can collect your notes, that you can grab information from your emails and throw it in there, that you can grab things from Microsoft Word documents, videos and links and hyperlinks and audio and images and stuff from the web and throw it into a notebook to really organize your stuff. That's something we'll be talking about in the last couple weeks of our quarter. But back to journals. Some folks that are taking this class love journals. I can't say that Microsoft is doing anything new with it, but they've made it hard to find. So here's the tip on how to find it. I was looking at the books information, and it seemed a little bit difficult. What you want to do is you want to get down to here, and you wanted to see if you could put it in here. I found that you cannot, but there is also a little shortcut item here, and if you click shortcut, you have Outlook today and nothing else. If I want to add something to shortcut, what I'm going to do is I want to go find new shortcut, and then it gives me a chance to pull something out of my data file. And there is a journal entry in the data file. So I'm going to click OK, and here's the journal in my shortcuts now. Then when I click Journal, I'll have access to the Journal Home tab, the Send and Receive, the Folder, and the View tab. But if I go back over here, say I'm in my inbox, and again I have my calendar, my tasks, my navigation items for people and for notes and folders, but there's no journal. So I have to remember to go look down for shortcuts, find journal, and put this here. It is possible that you could also add journal to one of your other items here, but what I want to do instead is I want to add it to my quick bar up at the top so that I don't even have to go find the shortcuts here. So what I'm going to do is go to my File, my Options, go down to Quick Access Toolbar, and what you have to do is you have to look for commands that are not in the ribbon, because while you do have, if you can access Journal, its own user interface with the Journal Basics and the Journal View, it's not actually been attached to any of the other ribbons. So here I am. I've got commands not in the ribbon, and what I want to do is go down and I want to find Journal. There it is. Double click. The other thing while I'm at it, since Notes has gotten to be a little bit harder to find and it is also being phased out, I'm going to just go down and find Notes. Okay, so I'm going to move these up so that they, oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Where'd it go? Journal. I want to move it up so that it will go under New Contact. Then I'll put my notes so it goes under the journal. Then I'm going to click OK. So now in my Quick Access toolbar, I can go here and click Journal, which is where I'm at now. I can click Notes, do all sorts of note stuff, go back and find Journal, and then my other alternative is to, in whatever folder and listing pane I have in Calendar or Contacts or my email, I can click the three little dots, and then I can go down to Shortcuts and I can find Journal. But I had to do this myself. Now, I'm not personally a journal user. The purpose of Journal is apparently to be able to record information that you have been doing, activities you've been doing with your contact list and such. The book kind of de-emphasizes it, and I'm not going to pursue any time with it since Journal and Notes are both being phased out and replaced with other things. But again, I know some folks are going to really want to know where this is so they can continue using it. It is likely that Journal is going to remain for at least the next three versions of Microsoft Office 2016, and probably for another few years, because the Microsoft focuses on making its programs backwards compatible. So they have to have Journal in there so that if you're moving from an older version of Microsoft Outlook in a company and then they're going into a new version on their server, people can still find a way to access their notes and their journal entries as that company in turn figures out if there's going to be another tool that they will import those things for use in instead of Microsoft Outlook. So I hope this gives you just a basic explanation of what's going on with Journal and Notes, but I will rely on the book to give you the current uses for them. But we will be talking about Microsoft OneNote, which is a really great research tool. If you can create folders, you can collect all sorts of information in there. It'll be very well organized, and then you'll be able to adapt that for use on your mobile devices much more easily than trying to find all of your notes or look at your journal activities that you do on a computer, laptop, or desktop version of Outlook. So, hope that was helpful. Thanks very much.